It's Stabio.
Wagwan, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a very new and interesting and insane new deck that no one else is using. This is my assortment of random crap, and it's really amazing. So what we're really doing is we just want to get out Tyrant Burst Dragon with our Fangle Critias and Tyrant Wing, and then we want to equip it to a Drill Barnacle. And that is the whole combo. That is the whole combo. We've got Wing Karibo and Karibo, Flute Summoning Karibo. That all protects us. We've got some drawing cards, Magical Spring and Dark World Dealings. Magical Spring's actually not too bad in the current meta. Your opponent's always using spell cards and trap cards that are continuous or they stay face up. So Magical Spring can actually get you a few draws. So yeah, I throw that in here just to get a bit more draw power. The cards that make us not care about back row. That's important. Because when we get Drill Barnacle out, and then we equip him with Tyrant Burst Dragon, you'll see, it's something breathtaking. It is absolutely breathtaking. Guys, you're going to love this deck. You are going to absolutely love this deck. I've got three replays for you with this deck that I want to talk you through and explain my choices. Mako Tsunami. Mako is back. Mako is back. Now we're using the Draw Sense Water ability. I would say that the better way to run this deck is with Yugi, and then you use Destiny Draw. But I haven't got the Destiny Draw skill, so we're running it with Mighty Mako and Draw Sense Water, so we can get that Drill Barnacle. Now, and that's quite good, because we've got Karibo in our hand, which means if he can get 2 monsters out and OTK us, we can stop one of them and survive. And then next turn in our draw phase, we can pop the Mako skill and get the Draw Sense Water going. So he gets popping off. There's his Blue Eyes. Beat down. A back row. We don't like the look of the back row. We never like back row when we haven't got a way to deal with it. Here comes the second Blue Eyes. So you might think, Draw Sense Water. Now, you might think that this 3-card combo is nothing. You might think that. But remember, Tyrant Dragon allows us to attack 3 times. And Drill Barnacle can attack directly. And when he does, he gains 1,000 attack. So check this shit out. 3-card, 1-turn kill. 700 damage. 17 damage. 2007 damage. 1-turn win. It's a 1-turn combo. 3 cards is all you need, and then you have the winning turn combo. And the only thing you have to worry about is back row, because you don't have to worry about monsters. You're attacking over the monsters. You're going straight for life points. So the only thing you have to worry about is cards in his hand and cards in the back row. We can't do anything about the cards in his hand, but we've got anti-magic arrows. We've got Galaxy Cyclone. We've got Cosmic Cyclone in order to deal with those back rows if they ever come up. So this guy needed to win in order to not lose a rank, and I'm afraid he loses the rank. Okay, so we want to stall. In this situation, we've got Tyrant Wing and Fang of Critias. That's great. But we still want Drill Barnacle. So we get the Flute Summoning Karibo down and we can stall. But there are ways that you can use the deck without needing Drill Barnacle. Of course, we could go straight into the Tyrant Dragon now and then equip it with Tyrant Wing. We could do that. We could do that. That is an option. So here we go. 6 Samurai. 6 Samurai. And I'm actually quite relieved to see the Zanji rather than anything else. And obviously we can let these go through. And then I can pop Draw Sense Water. Get the Drill Barnacle. And here we go. Here comes the combo once more. Now he can't... This is the thing. The only thing I was worried about was the trap card that sends 2 cards to my hand. But he's got 2 monsters on the field, so he wouldn't be able to use it anyway. And there we go. 3-card combo. You get these 3 cards, you win. You win. It's the new Exodia, and it's only 3. I really like this deck, guys. I really like this deck. Oh, it's at least the combo that's important. The combo is really, really filthy. Really, really filthy. Okay. I've got some more replays as well. Okay, here we go. So, again, in this situation, it's all about stalling. There was nothing in my hand that I was willing to get rid of Dark World Dealings for. So, to use Dark World Dealings with anyway. But then, obviously, you draw the second copy of Barnacle, and you can use that. But obviously, he used the Dark World Dealings. I'll happily use it now. I ditch the Wing Karibo, and then we get to pull a Tyrant Wing. We still got loads of protection. I decide to pop the Flute and get a Wing Karibo to my hand, just to thin my deck a bit more. By this point now, there's no more Karibos in the deck, so Flute Summoning Karibo's a dead card. We got Cosmic Cyclone. Here comes the Leviathan Dragon's effect. He destroys a Wing Karibo, so I won't be taking damage, so he doesn't bother attacking. Another Wing Karibo. So we use the Karibo, we pop the Karibo, we block the attack, and we get our combo. We try and go for Cosmic Cyclone, and he pops it. But obviously, I could have went for anti-magic arrows in the battle phase, but I was a bit concerned about maybe it might have been a Canadio. We don't want that. So I decided to go with Cosmic Cyclone. We forced the play, and now we can go for our actual combo. And obviously, if he had any more back row, we could go anti-magic arrows here as well. And look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is. He doesn't care. We don't care about your monsters. Beautiful. I love this combo so much. Guys, this combo is intense. So this is the deck. This is the deck. It's really just a lot of stall. It's a lot of stall here. There's 9 cards that you need to draw, but you only need to draw 1 copy of each. If you have a second copy of something in your hand, you can Dark World Dealings it, or Magical Spring it. Magical Spring is basically a Dark World Dealings when your opponent activates a card. Like if your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can chain Magical Spring, and you basically it's a Dark World Dealings. But if they already have a face-up spell or trap card on the field, and then they activate a spell or trap, you can chain this, and then you get to draw 2 cards and discard 1. So then it becomes almost a Graceful Charity, like a weaker Graceful Charity. But obviously, it becomes more and more powerful the more cards your opponent, the more face-up spell and trap cards your opponent controls. But bear in mind, if you control face-up spell or trap cards, then you have to discard more cards on your from the draws that you get. So just keep that in mind. It's basically a super-powered Dark World Dealings, and it's only a rare. But I do think I like the fact that you can just Dark World Dealings straight away from your hand. This does require some kind of waiting around or setting up, or hoping that your opponent has some face-up back row. So this one's a bit more situational. That's why I only run it at 1. Dark World Dealings you can just play straight from the hand, so it's worth having that in. But if I'm perfectly honest, I think draw power is what you need in order to be drawing these cards. So you got the Draw Sense Water, but I did mess around with another build. I've got 1 replay of it because I haven't been messing around with it for very long. It's this deck. I'm doing it with Transcendent Crystals. This way, I'm still using Karibo, to stall out a little bit, but I'm using the Transcendent Crystals rare value engine, and I usually am able to draw loads of cards. And obviously, with Transcendent Crystals, you're also milling your deck, so your deck is becoming more draw consistent anyway. So I do have, I think, just 1 replay with this deck. I'll show you this replay, and that'll be the end of the video. But I really like this little strategy. Anytime I use it, I usually get a nice from people if I win, just because no one's seen it before and no one expects it. It takes people by surprise. I think it's really, really cool, really, really fun. It's a really sweet little 3-card combo. And I'm pretty sure the cards are reasonably easy to get. The Drill Barnacle, I don't even know where you get Drill Barnacle from. What booster pack it comes from, what box it comes from. But it's really, he's really good fun. He's really, really good fun. Obviously with the Tyrant Dragon, being able to attack 3 times in the same battle phase. And this guy gains attack every time he inflicts damage. And he can attack directly. I mean, the combo is just so tasty. So tasty. I'm sure now that I've revealed this neat little combo that I've got, I'm sure people will be coming up with different ideas to make the deck better. I'm sure of it. And I want you to. I want people to make this deck better. Because at the moment it's just a fun build. It's not like a super serious build. Now for some reason he kills my tiger. He kills my tiger instead of the Drill Barnacle. If he'd killed the Drill Barnacle with the bad aim, then there'd have been nothing for my Tyrant Dragon to equip to. so Bad Aim wouldn't have been able to... then Drill Barnacle would die, and Tyrant Dragon might have died, depending on the ruling. I think Tyrant Dragon would have died, because he had nothing to equip to. But you see how that works. You know, you just draw the entire deck, you mill the deck with Transcendent Crystals, and then you draw the deck with Rare Value. So it's pretty... You know, I think the Transcendent Crystals build makes the deck a little bit more consistent, but it also makes the deck a bit more you only live once. Whereas this deck, it's a bit more careful. You know, 3 wing Karibos, 1 Karibo. I would have 2 Karibo if I had it. I've only got 1 copy. But if I'm perfectly honest, I would probably drop maybe a Drill Barnacle, because we have a way to draw it. So I might actually drop a Drill Barnacle for a second Karibo. Maybe even drop 2 Drill Barnacles for 2 more Karibo. And then with Karibo, you can really manipulate how much damage you take in a turn. Whereas Wing Karibo is basically saying you don't get to make any more damage. But Karibo, I can pick and choose who gives me damage. So 3 Karibo, if you have it, I think is going to be much more viable. Much more viable. And then you'd only need 1 Drill Barnacle because of Draw Sense Water. Alternatively, you can build a much more streamlined version of the deck and then do it with Yami-Yugi Destiny Draw. That would be far more consistent because you'd be able to draw any card you need. So if you've got a Drill Barnacle and a Fang of Critias in your hand, you use Destiny Draw, you get the Tyrant Wing. If you've got Tyrant Wing and Drill Barnacle, you use the Destiny Draw, you get Fang of Critias. Or you get Drill Barnacle if you've got these two. So obviously Destiny Draw is a much better skill for this deck, but that's not to say that you absolutely require it. I've been able to make this deck still sort of viable without needing Destiny Draw. So you guys can make this without Destiny Draw. I'm sure you'll have Draw Sense Water. So yeah, give the deck a go, man. Give the deck a go. It's really, really good fun. That was the Mako build. And obviously, I'll show you guys the Transcendent Crystal build one more time. But that's the build, guys. Drill Barnacle, Fang of Critias, Tyrant Wing, Tyrant Burst Dragon. This boy, I think he's a little bit underrated, actually. A little bit underrated. I think the fact that Fang of Critias can only summon 1 monster at the minute means that Fang of Critias isn't going to be seeing a great deal of play. But the moment more fusions come that you can use with Fang of Critias, the moment that happens is the moment Fang of Critias will become meta. I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. Tyrant Burst Dragon is incredible. Incredible. And I'm sure there are much more combos out there than just with this little guy. You can get Drill Barnacle from Valiant Souls. You can get him from Valiant Souls, and he's only a common, so you'll likely pick him up quite quickly. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Take care. Much love. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
It's Stabio.